We'll kind of give the final garden update for 2025, and we'll kind of talk about some of our plans or some of the things I'm fixing to do for the rest of the year as far as livestock and stuff. I'm up here at the pumpkin patch, and I still got a couple pumpkins I'm waiting on turning orange, two actually, and as soon as I pick them, I'm gonna mow this down and we're gonna cover crop it. But as far as I think they were turned out okay. If you remember right, I started out with 500 seeds, something ate all of them, and we just kind of did this direct seed last moment. We ended up kind of, breaking even. We had, I don't know, probably about maybe 50 pumpkins that we ended up selling, and that kind of brought us even on that. So even though we screwed up, I would say, and we learned a lot too. So that's the main thing. We learned a lot about about growing pumpkins and what we're going to do next year. Actually, they'll be right behind us next year. This will be watermelons. This will be cantaloupe. So, of course, I got the garlic over here. We haven't put in yet. We did do you seen in the last video, we did the mulch. So we're going to be doing that, but that'll be 2026 actually, garden. But so pumpkins, I'd say we did okay on those. It kind of broke even. We didn't really make a whole lot of money, so I'd say that's good. Over here at the greens are way right through here. Kind of messed that up too, but I sold enough greens to break even on that, and I learned a lot too. When I put them, I didn't put my spacing right. I couldn't weed correctly, so next year I'm going to do something different. But there's definitely a market for greens here in my area. And here comes the daggum helicopter. So I will definitely do greens again, especially when we do our corn and corn gets through. I'll mow that down, till it and everything, and we'll put a bunch of greens over there. I'm going to go pretty big on greens. I'm talking about collard greens, turnip greens, and maybe some spinach or mustard greens, or all four of those. So I got a big market, even at the farm stand. Everything I put out there we sold, and everybody said that was really good. So let's go over and talk about that late season corn. It didn't turn out very well. When we did that little late season corn, we had some leftover seeds, and it all germinated. And let's see if we can find it here, kind of. It all germinated. The problem was we just didn't have any rain, and at the right time. So, I mean, we had hardly any rain. And I've had a frost today, but here's one here that just about, we could just about eat that if we had to. But I love this corn. I'm gonna grow this corn again. Actually, where we're standing, I'm gonna do this whole area in corn. But yeah, we just didn't have any rain, and if I'd had some rain, we'd had some, a pretty good little stand here, I think. You can see it didn't get very tall, but it would have done good, I think. I probably could have irrigated, but I don't know. I was doing the pumpkins, and anyway. So, but this corn is really good. This corn didn't turn out early season with the corn we did, and when I do this corn, I'm gonna do like 4 rows at a time, and then I'm gonna put a electric fence around it all, keep the raccoons and the deer out of it. Because I had a great stand over here. We got, I don't know, probably about 18 dozen. I can't remember exactly the numbers that we sold up at the farm stand, but I mean, it sold like hotcakes. And that's the thing about it. See, I picked it in the morning and put it up there, and it's really good. So it's not like you can get other places that's a week old. One day morning you pick and put it up there. It's some really good quality. So I'm gonna do that again next year. So we'll be growing a lot of corn next year, a lot of sweet corn. Watermelons, seedless watermelons did great. Turned out better than I expected. So, and we made pretty good on those. So I will be doing seedless watermelon again. Sugar baby bush, I really like that. So I'll do some sugar baby bush. I might just go to rest seedless. I don't know, I ain't decided yet. Seed catalogs will be coming out. They're digitally, they're already available, and I've already looked at them, online. And but I like to look at them and lay them all out and pick the ones I want to do and all that. So they'll be coming out in probably any time. I should be getting getting them in the mail. So we'll decide what we're gonna do. I got a lot of watermelon seeds left over from last year because I only did 18 plants. I think I bought 100 seeds or maybe 50 seeds. I can't remember which. Seedless. And I only did a few of them, and those few ones I did great. Absolutely did great. So that'll be going again. Cantaloupe will be doing again. I'm gonna try to do a little bit better on sweet potatoes. Pepper in the high tunnel, we're still getting a ton of peppers, and I finally sold out at the farm stand last weekend. So we'll be having a bunch of those. I still got jalapenos, all that stuff. We actually got in the other house tunnel on the other side over there. I got a few tomatoes I've been picking. So I think next year I decided we're just gonna go Red Deuce, Better Boy Plus, Early Doll. Early Doll's one that are still producing. So I'm gonna do that, and there's another variety I can't remember which, and we'll probably try. Marglow. We're gonna do Marglow, and Marglow did really well. They've done really well for me every year, really. We'll be doing Marglow, and probably Mountain Gold. Mountain Gold did okay. I did some Carolina Gold. They did good. Just depends on that. So, of course, tomatoes will be in this high tunnel this next year. Peppers will be on the one beside that. Other stuff, squash and all that did great. Well, we had the first, second did really good. Our third planting, because it got so dry and hot, we had that 110-degree weather. And then I got sick, and they didn't do good. So we'll talk about all that at a different day. But that'd be all. I've decided on just a few varieties of squash, zucchini, pickles, slicers, green beans, eggplant, a few other things we're gonna try over there. So we'll see about that. Try to do some lettuce again this year. Grew some lettuce down here, and it didn't. I let it bolt and didn't get it good. It's kind of a bitter. So anyway, let's go down and talk, and we'll talk about the mums next. You can see here I'm at my mum wagon, or my farm wagon that we redid, and all our mums are sold. So last weekend we sold every one of them. I think we ended up, let's see, I had 438. 10 we couldn't sell, or they died. 16 she kept. So 26. So that's what, 412 that we sold every one of them. So we did really good on that. So we're going to do that again. Ended up with too many white. I don't know why. Last year, everybody wanted white. We didn't have enough. This year we went heavy white, and we had to discount the last few 20 or so that we had. I mean, not much, but just a little bit to get them sold. So, and we just ended up with, I think it was actually, I had 25 last Sunday. I sold all out. I had 25 white left. So, and kind of discounted them a little bit, got them all gone. So I don't know what we'll do next year. We'll have to talk about it. Big plan. So, but mums, I think we did really good. So next year we made enough where we can go with a irrigation system and a fertilizer system. So we're going to be buying that probably next month or two, and we'll use that next year down here. And so, and of course I'm gonna get all my raised beds done. Hopefully the week after next I'll have a little time, hopefully, because I'll be doing cover crop next week, I think, hopefully. And so we're going to do all that. I'm just going to do all root crops in there. It'll be all carrots and all beets. I'm going to put them in there. I'm not going to even try to do no beets out in the field. I don't know why, but they're growing pretty good in that one raised bed. And I think I showed you the other day. I'll do an update later on. As far as my chickens, let's see what we got going on here. This big one is going over to the hay field for the winter. I've got the two medium-sized ones up in that upper pasture, and those will stay up there for a few more weeks. My meat birds are over here, see if I can find them over here. Meat birds are over here somewhere, and they're coming around. The sheep are coming around. Of course, the meat birds won't make it there very far. They'll be over in here somewhere, and then they'll be processed. But my sheep's going over to the winter, to the hayfield for the winter. And actually, this is right behind us here in this area here. The big automobile's coming around to go to the hayfield. I'll set those two little ones up there for another 2 weeks probably. This area down here, this field here, I'm going to sow in ryegrass for the winter, and hopefully next spring we can cut that for hay. So it's not going to be. We use a different one for the cover crop. So I'll have use like a Marshall. I think it's what it's called. It's like a grass rye, and the others called it is a cereal rye, but it's still good for cover crop. So all my gardens, pumpkins and all that up there, you see where I tilled that up there the other day, that's all going to be cover crop. So right here's going to be, I guess this is going to be maybe an overseed. Might even put I got some extra clover. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again in the fall. So in the hopefully next week, we're supposed to get some rain and soften this ground up a little bit. And hopefully I'm going to put some up there. I'm going to try back over here again, a little bit of clover. So we'll see. Mainly I'm going to have the back half. I'm going to work it really hard, back half of my hayfield. Let's turn around and look at it. So from about here, from about here, all the way down to here, I'm going to work it really, really hard with my sheep, my automobiles. The area down in here last year I noticed was not as good as the upper part. The upper part was really good, grass and all that. So I'm not going to work them as hard up in there, and that's where I'm going to put my clover. And then we're going to do that. We're going to hopefully do all that next week. So what else we got to talk about? Updated the pig. I got November 12th. It's the processing date. So I'll be pulling the trailer over there and try to get her up in there and feed. I'm actually going to add on another pig pen beside it, because I got the two little ones. They'll be going in there, and then next spring I'm going to get two more so we can have continuous pigs going on. Because those will be ready hopefully in the spring. Then I'll have another one ready in the fall, and I have another one ready in the spring. So we'll try to do that leapfrog, or have continuous hogs ready to go to the processor. And of course we got our chicken processing. We'll try to increase the egg laying capacity. I've got an old hay wagon frame right here. And I'm gonna turn that into an automobile and put the fence around it. And I want to get to 200 birds. So I'm about in production right now. I got 70 in production. I got 50 coming on. So, and then I'm gonna get probably another. So that'd give me 100 and something. So I'm gonna try to do 50 more. I got a new phone, and that's what I'm recording. I'm gonna see how it looks. So I got some kind of message on it. So I'll look at that later. Forgot what I was at. So I got 50 coming on this this fall. And then I'm gonna try to do 25 more. So that'd be 150. So anyway, I'm gonna try to work all that out. I might try to get 50 more this fall to be ready for next spring. Then I'll do 50 more in the spring. So anyway, just talking out loud. All right, so that's all that. And let's see, what else we got to talk about? Just turn around where I can look. Peach orchard's doing good. I'm going to fix the others. I've been kind of working on that by the side. Been really working on my firewoods while I'm kind of doing this video today. Yesterday I worked on my firewood and the day before. So I got all that straightened out for this winter. Got it all stacked. Got some stacked at the house. I got some in the barn. I got some in another mobile thing. So that's all done. So now I'll start working on next year's. I know my dad's got some cut over his house I gotta go pick up. And then I got, I'm gonna cut some bunch of these trees down through here. So anyway, we'll be doing that. Well, I'll be showing that when it cools down just a little bit more. It's pretty cool today, but when it gets cold enough to cut firewood, we'll do that. All right, we'll be live. You'll be watching this Saturday morning. We'll be live Monday night. And anything I've covered here you want to ask questions about, you can ask there, or you can comment, you can send me an email and all that. So, and I answer all that. But Monday night, me and Allison will be live 7:30 Eastern time. Then probably when the time changes, we'll start doing every Monday night. So anyway, all right, little garden farm update. Hope everybody has a good Saturday. Monday night, be live, support your local farmer. Give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we appreciate everybody watching. We'll see you down here at Farm next video.